Okay, today I'm going to do a different kind of strainer pour. I'll show you what I'm going to do with it in just a second. I'm starting out with neon colors again. I eliminated the black this time. I still think the black bleeds into the colors and dulls the colors some, so I'm going to try this one without any black at all and see if it makes any difference. I'm going to use silicone in this one too. I've already got my paints mixed up. I've changed my recipe just a little bit on this one. I got the Deco Art pouring medium, the Floetrol, and then the Artist Loft paints. And this time I mixed 25 of the pouring medium, 25 of the Floetrol. I did 20, which I normally do 15 grams. This is all by weight too. I did 20 grams of the paint this time instead of 15, and then I added 4 grams of water to thin it back out a little bit, because as you add more paint, it thickens the mix a little bit. So I added a little bit of water this time and a little bit more paint than what I normally do. And I'm going to put, I got the treadmill silicone, and I'm going to start out, I'm going to put 3 drops in each color. Okay, and then I'm going to, and this is going to be kind of a dirty pour, and I'll give a little bit of a mix, not too much. I'm putting a lot of new stuff into this painting all at once, so I have no idea how it's going to come out, but that's kind of the fun of it. Okay, so I got the silicone mixed in there. Now I'm going to pour all my paints into this cup, and I'm going to put a little bit of silicone without mixing it. So I'm going to put 1, 2, ooh, that was probably 3 or 4 on the bottom, and then I'm going to just go pour all my white in. And instead of pouring down the sides this time, I'm going to pour down the middle. Then I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 drops of silicone in. Pour another color. Oh, I had a clump in there. Hopefully that doesn't, I don't know if that's pouring out rough or. One, 2, 3. I'm just pouring straight down the middle with it. This should be plenty of paint to cover this thing. 1, 2, 3. So basically I've got an extra layer of silicone underneath every color. Okay, and then I'm going to give this, let me get another stick. Oh, I'm out of sticks. I'll just use my white stick. So I'm just going to give this a couple little stirs. Okay, now this is where it's going to get crazy. Okay, I'm just going to start pouring this in here relatively fast and just dragging it all the way around my canvas until I get pretty good coverage across it, and then I'll take it and tilt it. So here we go. Okay, so now I'm going to start tilting. Get my corner protectors. I'll go ahead and get it to the corners first. And if you hadn't seen my corner protectors, it's just an old It's a box like soft drinks, or this one actually is from a case of Monster drinks. But like, you know, when you buy a 12 pack or whatever of Dr. Peppers or Cokes or whatever, and all that is just it's the box, and I cut it up. They work great for these corners. When you pull them off, the paint just goes right out. You just run the paint up to the cardboard, and then when you pull it off, it just it just flows right down the sides and leaves you really nice sides. Just do it till it gets all the way into that corner, and then along your edges. I'm going to run some of that. That's a lot of paint right there. I'll let that run back, and you can see it just flows right off the sides at that point. The white is really strong in some places on this, and I'm hoping that I get cells to come up on this too with all that silicone. Okay, one more corner. And we'll just start sliding it around. Probably going to torch it. Once I get all my corners covered, then I'll go ahead and torch it, and then I'll do a little bit more sliding around, get the colors move around some more. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of tilting. Got a lot of white on that one side. I'm going to tilt some of that off and get more of the other colors in there. I'm going to check all my edges. Looks like I got good coverage on all my edges. Check this one side over here. Yep, I got good coverage on all my edges. So, I'm happy with the layout on it. I'm going to torch it again. And the thing with the silicone is the torch brings some of them up. I personally have not had a ton of success with the torch actually bringing cells to the top. Everyone always says, oh yeah, the torch brings cells up. I haven't really had a whole lot of success with that, but it seemed like the cells just kind of normally pop up on their own as they sit for a little while. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to let that sit for a little while. I know the glare is really bad on that with all that lighter color in there. I'm going to let this sit for a little while, maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll come back and take a look at it and see what's popped up on it. I did have some cells come up, but still didn't get the big cells. That's one thing. I'm doing good with the strainer pours. I'm doing good with some other stuff, but cells I still have not mastered yet. I mean, I got some little cells popping up all through here. I don't know how well they'll show in the video. I'll do a close-up right at the end, but I have some cells in here. I'm happy with the painting. I mean, it looks cool. I really like the colors. A little bit too much white in there. I wish there was a little bit less white, but it's still a cool look, and I like the way the strainer did the little fine lines and stuff across there. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. I'm going to keep working on my sales. I will get big sales somehow or another. If you got any comments, you got any tips for me, leave them for me. If you see anything I'm doing wrong where I'm not getting the big sales, I'd appreciate comments. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe and share my videos. Thank you. Bye.